Hello everybody, Iron Phoenix Gaming here with a Special League Legends video here. So recently, Gnar, the missing link, has been confirmed. Yesterday I posted a video that showed sort of like it was basically a teaser, but now Gnar is confirmed. This is going to be his splash art for his default skin. As you guys can see, it's Gnar, the missing link. He does seem like a Yordle, because he is fairly small, and all Yordles are pretty small, but I'm not sure about that. So, yeah, so here are his abilities. His passive is Rage Gene. It's sort of like Shyvana's passive. He builds up rage while in combat, so here's a little video clip for it. You guys can see that. It's very similar to Shyvana's passive, mainly because it turns into another form, but he can get it at level 1. I am pretty sure. Yes, he can get it at level 1, but it wears off pretty shortly. So his second ability, or his Q, is Boomerang Throw. It's a ranged skill shot in which it goes straight, but then he could either choose to catch it, or I think it just stops and where you threw it. So this is his boomerang throw. As you can see, when it's coming back, he could always catch it, and if he does catch it, it reduces the cooldown of it significantly. When you're when you are playing Mega Gnar, he has an ability that's called Boulder Toss, which is basically him throwing a boulder at you. It does slow your movement. I'm not sure by how much, but it seems that it does it by quite a bit. But he can pick up the boulder to reduce its cooldown. His W is Mini Gnar. That's just that these are all his Mini Gnar. It's called Hyper, and it's a passive. Every third attack against a target, he sort of deals true damage. Or no, he does percent max health as magic damage. But in his Mega Gnar, he has an ability called Wallop, which is basically he slams the ground, and he stuns all the enemies that are in front of him for a short duration. This is W. His E is Hop, as Mini Gnar. He could hop to a location, but if he hops onto an enemy, he bounces off the enemy and bounces and lands on the ground. When you're playing Mega Gnar, he jumps in and slams the ground, dealing damage. Also, if you jump on somebody with your hop, it slows them down. So it's good for like catching up. It's a good gap closer. And his ultimate is as Mega Gnar. It's sort of like, it's really good in team fights. As you can see, you have the circle and the direction in which he will stun, or which he will throw them at. So he tosses the enemies around, and if they hit the wall, if they hit a wall, including a turret and a structure, so an inhibitor, or a turret, or possibly the Nexus, they will be stunned, and they will be dealt extra damage. So here's some of his sort of gameplay type of things. That's Gnar in-game. He has his little skull and crossbones. He has Boomerang. He looks sort of like Rumble, but orange. That's Mega Gnar using his ultimate, the Tantrum. That's the Boomerang. As you can see, it does show arrows that are coming back and which direction it will be. And yeah, that's that. So he is a top lane champion. he is range based. Uh, I'm pretty sure that you could build in. I'm pretty sure that he'll have a build for tank, but I'm pretty sure he'll also have a build for high damage or maybe like sustain, because since he is a ranged champion, you could build him as an ADC. So for example, like maybe Bloodthirster, Phantom Dancer, Static Shiv, I don't know, Yamu's, items like those, and build them into an ADC top lane. So an AD top lane, basically. Sort of like Quinn and Caitlyn, how they're, I guess you could say, viable top laners. So yeah, Quinn and Caitlyn are both ranged, and they build AD for top lane. They don't build tank. So yeah. But Gnar, will heavily rely on, harassing the enemy team with his boomerang toss. Since he has a range, he could hop in and out of the battle, especially with, it's a good escape, I guess you could say. So yeah, if you're like maybe in front of them, I'm not sure if you jump onto them, does it increase the cooldown, or like does it decrease it? I'm not sure about that. They didn't put any of the cooldown timers or how much mana it is yet, so we will just have to see. But he is confirmed, so that's good. Some synergies are Lulu, of course, because she could shield him, and she could ult him, which will cause insane AoE damage, which is just crazy. If he uses his ult, and then she ults him, and then he jumps, which is like triple knockups, and possibly stuns. Amumu, obviously, because his ult stuns, of course. High CC, Gnar can jump in there, make short work of the ADC, because the ADCs are usually squishy, unless they're, well, fed enough. But maybe if you have like Thornmail or something, I'm pretty sure Thornmail will be one of the things you build on Gnar in the late game, but I'm not sure. Orianna, especially, because Gnar, she can send the ball onto Gnar, shielding him for a few seconds. She could then use your Dissonance to slow them down, and then a huge wombo combo with her Shockwave command, because it would pull everybody in. Gnar can ult, he could jump in there, he could do the boulder toss, slows everybody down. Which seems like an excellent team composition, like Orianna in the middle lane, Gnar in the top lane, Malphite in the jungle, because that's still valuable. I still play it these days. And then, who's support? Sona for support, and who has good AoE on ADCs? I'd probably either say like a Caitlyn or a Draven, because they're some of the higher damaged ADCs. I'm not hating on all the other ADCs, because I basically own every single one, and I've played all of them, and I just think that Draven puts out more damage. Alright, sorry for the slight delay. I had to get a drink of water because my throat was my voice is a bit scratchy, I guess you could say. So counters, Teemo, of course, because he outranges Gnar. Gnar doesn't have extreme range except for his boomerang toss. So yeah. So Irelia, Irelia's true damage, sustain, and speed against Gnar after level 5, because that's when she could have more points into her abilities, or whichever one she maxes first. I don't know which one she does. So yeah, I guess you could dive him under tower, because since her, I do believe it's the Heightened Strike, it's just crazy damage with the Trinity Force, especially your stuns and your dashes. Fizz, this is kind of interesting because it says that he's nimble and powerful, so he could burst down Gnar before he has a chance to transform. And his Playful Trickster, which is was where he jumps on his spear and then comes down dealing just insane damage, which is just the most hated ability in the game probably. He could dodge Gnar's ultimate. And so yeah. But that's so that's basically it for Gnar. I will post the link in the description for you guys for this Gnar reveal video. Or no, the actual website. Sorry. So yeah, Gnar was designed by Gypsy Lord. So very nice job, Gypsy Lord. Great job on the champion. Awesome abilities and just an awesome champion in general. Probably he will probably fit into most team comps, and I have a feeling that he will be playing a lot in ranked and competitive because he's just such a high scaling tank with his passive and his boomerang toss having so much range on most top laners like Darius, because Darius can make quick work of you if you come too close with his decimate and oh my gosh, his W. So he'll pull you and then he'll use your W and you'll decimate you, and that's basically enough for him to ult at that point. So yeah, because no matter how many kills Darius has, no matter how many deaths he has, he'll get fed off a farm. Just remember that. So, so yeah, he is a Yordle. He found himself taken by his Yordle descendant. So yeah, he is indeed a Yordle, but a special type of Yordle. So yeah, guys, that's basically it. Gnar, the missing link. I hope he'll be out soon, because I really want to get a chance to play him. I'll probably be coming to PvE pretty soon. I'm not sure when. Maybe not at all. Maybe just right to the public, to the actual version of League of Legends. So yeah, remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that like button if you enjoyed. If you have any questions or feedback, put it in the comments or message me. Feedback helps to make for me to improve my videos for you guys. So yeah, Iron Phoenix Gaming saying see you later.